I wanted to go ahead and go over this part with you guys. I cut my, yeah, geez, crow. I cut my bookbinding linen the same height from top to bottom, and it's self-adhesive. And I found out that this is actually the dried glue from the piece that was rolled on top of it. So if I wanted to, I could, because I got it off here, you know, take something, maybe even some Gooby Gone would work and get all of that off. I'm going to be covering it more than likely, so I'm not going to worry about it. And then I laid it down. It was 4 inches, so I put my spine down in the 2-inch area. But then I thought, okay, this part, I think a lot of people, I don't know if it's making a mistake, really, because I think it's, you know, 6 one, half dozen the other. But I think instead of like laying this down and laying it flat or anything, you want to get your book standing up the way it's going to be together. And then you want to fold this over. Start from the center, fold it over. Okay, and then we're going to take a few moments and let this really kind of grab. And there is a little bit that I'm going to have to cut off. But let's go ahead and burnish this down. Okay. Okay, now that it is I'm going to burnish it this way, but you want to make sure that it kind of folds nicely the way you want it to, okay? So that when you do have the book open part way, that it looks nice. So let's just give this all a nice burnish, making sure that we have this done correctly. And then when I open this side, I want to make sure that that's going to be pretty. There we go. And then that should look very nice for us whenever we open it up. So good. And then all I got to do is kind of give this a little better cut. Okay. Get that off of there. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and decorate. I just wanted to bring you along for that because I think it was worth mentioning. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to decorate one of the pages, probably the last page, by myself. Get a good feel for how I'm going to do things, especially with this pocket. And then we'll go from there. See you back in a few. Alright, so I went ahead and got this last page done. But first, I have chosen walnut stain and spiced marmalade to use for my colors. And I'm going really rich and deep around the edges. Some people may or may not like that. I don't know. It just worked for me. So, anywho, and I've decided that these backs, all these little pieces that I'm going to end up with are going to go on the back. I may also have a little strip that I'll put here that I can tuck more cards in. Because remember, we do have this right here to tuck cards in. And then this here for the larger pieces. You know, so I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Yeah. So go ahead and gather whatever ink or inks you want to use. Here's the back piece. Now, I went walnut stain where I kind of pulled it into the picture, okay? I did that first. Then I did the distress, and I kind of circled it so it would get into the picture a little bit more than the walnut stain. Then I went back over the edge with walnut stain again. So it gives that edge a really nice dark, and it just frames the pictures, I think pretty nicely. Might I go a different color than the spiced marmalade? I totally could. I would just have to kind of mull it over in my brain as to which one it would be. But for that page, I might try a different color with another page, and we'll see. But I did come up with a template, and I'll go over that with you when we start the next page. But go ahead and find your inks that you're going to be interested in working with, and whatever pages. Let's see, this is one sheet, this is one sheet, and this is one sheet. And then I utilized, I think, the top of this one for the little piece that's on the inside of the envelope, which is about 2 inches wide. But we'll go over all that. Pick your papers out. Whether you're going to be doing the front page or the back page or any page, it doesn't matter. But pick your papers out that you're going to be interested in using. And I'll be back in a minute, and we'll go ahead and start decorating. Okay, bye. Hello, all you creative, lovely people. I thought about that one this morning. I said, I like that even better than crafty people. Because I guess crafty people can be taken several different ways. But I only mean it in the best way. Now, after I had done the first build, okay, then I was looking, and I'm going to make all of my scraps are going to be the back page here. But I'm going to put this card here. But then I have this space here that's really not getting utilized. And I already have this space, which I'm probably going to put just a paper clip. And then if I have to, I can put things there. Possibility. You know, that is open to me if I start overflowing. But then I can just make a bigger one, right? And I can use this for something else. So what I was thinking here was I would go ahead and build just a little pocket right here. But again, that is going to be out of my scraps. So just letting you know that I am planning on doing something there. And so, next page. What do we want to use? Now this was my cover. And I do need to figure out also what my back cover is going to be. So let's see. There's lots and lots of pretties. Oh, I do like that one. Oh. That's going to be on the back of one of these. I think it will fit. Maybe I can put him on the back of the book. Or on the spine of the book. No, I'll lose part of him. I guess I could put him on the front. I mean, I really, really like him. And then I can put this around the side and back. Although it's going to take about the whole sheet. So I think I'll save those two. So I have the big bird and this one for my front and back. Okay. I don't know what I like the best. Let's see. Okay, so I have a bird there. I can put this guy here. What do I want up front? I think this is going to be for this one. And I'm looking for kind of the smaller prints. You know, some of these are huge and they're beautiful, but for my book, they're kind of overpowering maybe. Here, this one will work. It's got a little bit of everything that is also, you know, the same rows. Yeah. It's got the same colors. Maybe not the same everything, but the same colors. And I think these larger pieces are going to be the inside, front, and back covers. Anywho. All right. So I made a template. I also cut some of my recipe cards out. I wanted to see like, and I think I'm also, because these aren't the most fun things to try and get into, and I had forgotten about that. And this, see these 3x5 cards, which I think this is definitely smaller than that because of the cut aparts, yeah. But anything that's smaller, that's why I was thinking I would have this little slot here to be able to put some of the tiny little ones that I may come across or that I have. But I did want to add, let's see, where did I put my, get off my finger. I need a couple more pieces. Is this it? No. Yes, this is what I'm building with. So I got a couple pieces here. All right, so what I was thinking I would do is maybe up into here. So I'm going to back my envelopes, these little pockets. I want to put a backing on them. Now, I don't have to put it all the way down, but what I'm trying to figure out is that I want it to stick up. Let's see, what is this? This is approximately 1.5 inches. Yeah. So I want it to stick up 1.5 inches and probably put it down close to an inch. So I'm just going to cut, it's about 2 1/4 size piece. Okay, so this will give me some, you know, down in to support it. So now and these are all going to be different, so it's not, because, you know, it's just a, so this is as far as it will go that way. and then I'll cut right there. So I can't do 2 at one time or anything. Do I have you all turned on? Yes, I do. Yay! Yesterday I cleaned the house, and oh my Lord, I am paying for it today. I am just exhausted and tired, and I think I'm going to round these corners as well. Yeah. I just have to keep reminding myself, I am not over this. This is not a done deal. I am still recouping. I don't know. Do I like this larger size? Or do I like, since I have... Okay, so let's see. We have the smaller size round piece like that, or we have the larger size round piece. I guess the larger size does look a little more in line. This needs to. All right, so then let's do this one, and that is as far, oops, as far over as that will go. And this, I'm gonna cut right here. All right, and we're going to give it the 1/2 inch. And I don't know why. Keeps wanting to do that. Okay, so let's make sure these are gonna go in. And this will also remind us that we have 2 pockets there, not just one. See how wide this one got? That's not really what I was looking for. So I am going to figure out how high I want these. Make sure that I have them straight, which is where I'm at right now. I'm sorry guys, I'm going to have to flip this up. Okay, that's pretty straight. So I'm going to make myself a line so I know how much to glue. Okay. Oh. And then I put it on the wrong side. Well, I can just flip it over. Come here. There we go. And put it right up to that line. Is that straight? All right. And I'm going to put, I can see where the line is. Down a little bit more. Okay. No. All right, I think that's, there we go. That's good. There we go. So, we have that done. And now, let's See, where did I put my recipe cards? Where did I put my recipe cards? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Huh, oh, right here. So now we're going to have a nicer area for this side to put our recipe cards, okay? But then on this side where we have the pocket, we're going to have a nice place to put our recipe cards as well, because you're not going to be flipping, trying to fight over which one's in the front and which one's in the back. All right, so I'm liking that a whole lot. Whole lot better, whole lot better. So that's what we're going to do. That was the final bit of our build, except, you know, this area we're going to have a little pocket here. I thought about just making this a tuck spot. You know, this pocket, I thought about just making it a tuck spot and sliding this up underneath here so that it was all one solid piece. And no, I don't think I like that, because I think it would just get too mumbo-jumboed to tear this up too quickly. So this is going to be a pocket, and then I will just have a small area here. It'll be three-sided glued. So it'll be pockets. Pockets! Pockets! Okay, so now on to, first thing is, how do we cut the paper to fit that? And I have a template that I made. And basically all I did was slid in the end piece of a scrap of paper that I had, did the curve on it, pulled it back out, and so when I go to cut, I'm just going to cut the curve from the starting edge of the paper, make sure I pull it down far enough so that I can get both points covered, and cut this curve. And then I will cut it to length. So I'm sorry I did not get these cut prior to. See, which one did I want? I think this one was going to go here. Yeah, so this one. So I hope everybody's been doing all right. I am just needing to remind myself that I am still recovering, and give myself a break, because I have just been so hard on myself. And you guys have been wonderful. Take it easy. Let yourself have time to heal. I'm just not a very patient person for that. I think I should be over it, so therefore I am. Yeah. And boy, now my hair has been just, oh, that didn't cut very well. So dry, so dry that, I mean, it's not even funny. So I'm going to put this right up so that it is going to definitely have the corners. Don't let it move once you start. Okay, and then all we have to do is cut this out. Just grab our little pair of scissors, and I'm just going to cut right on the line. You can cut either side of the line, you can erase the line, whatever you want. It's just so you get that shape. Okay. And that I'm just going to throw away because it's not straight and it's not really big enough to do anything. So now I'm going to first see how I did. And in order for you to see how I did, let's see, here we go. Let me put this in here so you can see that I have left a little white edge all the way around. And now I'm going to cut this where I need it cut. And I'm going to slide this over just a little bit so I can see right here. Okay, so let's get these cut. See, we're getting lots of little bits and pieces that are going to make the very nice scraps that we're going to need. And where to put this one? There we go. Okay. So more scraps. There we go. Okay. So now all we need to do is ink this piece. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and keep cutting so you can see how I'm doing that for the rest of this. So now I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to slide it in here. And you can cut it down or you can leave it. But this does open quite a bit, so I think I will leave that the whole length it is. So basically, the piece that I cut off down here, I'm using for in there because it's all the same width. For this piece, now you can do it one of two ways. You can figure out where, let me get this. Okay, so there's one recipe card. Oops. And here is another recipe card. So there is the center. Now we could take what would I want to take? Not that, not that. Yeah, we could take a piece of this and actually put it right down the center. So it would just be a little strip. I don't know, do I have a little strip of something? Let me just cut this down a little bit. This is straighter edge. Okay. Just going to use this. Going to be about a 1/2 inch. Okay. So you can take a strip and put it, say it's long enough, put it right there in the center, and then cut this piece and put here, and cut this piece and put here. I'm going to go just all the way across, but if you like that, or if the papers that you have some beautiful strips in them, by all means use those strips, you know, and we're going to have these pieces here that are going to need strips as well on the gussets. So, you know, keep all those little... See, I'm not getting too decorative with this, but I want you to know that there's lots of other ways that you could decorate this. This would be lovely Christmas planning book for yourself. You could even cut it down so that it could just be, you know, something use smaller envelopes and have it so it's a little smaller, but you would still have an opening here and you'd still have your extra page, which you could leave the back part up as tall as you'd want. Had I thought about that, I would have, you know, just incorporated it into the build, but because that's a lot easier than adding it after the fact. So, there we go. All right. So I want this to go straight across, and there's that. And I'm also going to put paper on these. Let's see, do I have something from that cut? See, that would be pretty. I'd have that, and then I'd have a little bit of the, yeah, so I think I'll do those in the cut. Okay, but this time I can actually decorate them before putting them in. It's 6 1/2 dozen the other, really. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this up and make my mark where I want to cut this. Okay. There's another strip. Get all these little bits out here, out of here, out of here. And then this goes across here. Yeah, so my husband is over. We had some young men cut us some wood and bring it over because his stove in his shop eats that stuff up like candy. And so, yeah, we had to get some more. We've got wood all around us, but the boys have not had a chance. See, I've got an air bubble or something in here. There we go. Huh. Oh, I hate when they won't open up. Where is my rag? Okay. Come on. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right. Woo. Okay. So, I need a pen. Sorry about this, guys. But I've got quite the clog here. I don't usually get a clog here. Huh. Then I'm poking myself with the pin. Wow. Wow. No wonder. There we go. Okay. So now this is ready to go as well. Let's get, let's see, let's get another piece. It's going to be, what did I do? 2 inches? 2 1/4. I did 2 1/4. So here is 1, 2 1/4. Okay, so there's my 2 1/4. Put this almost to the end so it's as straight as you can get it. Oh, it actually has to go this way. Almost to the end. And then bring this in so that it'll easily go down. Let's just make sure. Nope, cut it a little bit shorter than that. Just a titch shorter. There we go. Now that ought to slide in there nice, and you know, it's always better, take your time. And also, just because the glue is, you know, it might go down, it might squirrel out further down, although I did, you know, kind of get my my recipe cards in there, so let's do this. All right, and this should fit in here nicely. Okay, so now I have this, and I think I will cover with this. I like the spotted things, and you're not going to really be able to see much of it. So let's go ahead and cut this the way we want it, right here, and then right here. Okay. Another little snippet. All right, now we're going to take both of these and we're going to 1/2 inch them. There we go. 1/2 inch there. And a 1/2 inch there. So there's that. So we're doing great so far. This little bit right here. All right. So, and then these are all going to have to get inked. Not these per se. So I can go ahead and glue these in. I don't think that's the right one. Huh. Okay, yeah, this one goes here. Let's get these nice and straight. And this one. And bring it down. Okay, let me lift this up. Woo! Okay. Let's bring this one down just a little bit more. There we go. So all I'm going to do is lift and glue. And then I will get it a little better once it's dried. There we go. And now we're going to flip this over and we're just going to, every place I can get a little more glue in there. There we go. All right. So now the build and the cut is all done for that. We just need to ink everything up. So I am going to go ahead and ink. You guys have seen, well, I actually don't remember if I showed you how I inked. So we'll do it once. And I'll do it on a large piece so you can see completely what I'm doing. All right. So I'm starting off with walnut stain. And I want to get that walnut stain into the picture a ways. All right. Just into the picture. Sometimes I really go in. Okay, so there's that. Then spice marmalade. And this one, I want to get down into all of that brown area that I just put down. And that's giving me a nice yeah, there we go. See? There we go. I like that. Just really a little bit more. Okay, and then I come back just edging. I don't want to get any more on the outside orange, but I want to darken that edge up again. And you can heavily do the corners. And this one is really breaking up, so I don't normally do this over my... So there is my edged. So I'm doing the coloring 3 times, but I think it's totally worth it. So guys, I just wanted to show you that. Do the build of the second page, show you the trick on getting this cut nice. So I'm going to go ahead and color everything, get this one done, and have all of that done, and I'll show you next time we come. And then we'll do the inside, front, and back covers and the outside, front, and back. All right? Thanks, guys. I really enjoyed being with you. And until next time, bye. Oh, you first. This is just a quick little tip. Okay, so how I get these to be the same size. Didn't figure this out until the second one. I cut the back piece to be 1 1/4, okay? And I glue it down onto the back side. Make sure it's nice and even. And I've kind of gotten, you know, where I've gotten to the point where I can pretty much get, you know, the leftover bit about the same. If you're not really good at that, then hold it next to the one that you want to match. And make sure that you're getting the leftover bit that this isn't covering even all the way around, and that you're happy with the gap, so that you know it's kind of even. This is my front, this is my back. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue. And then I'm going to open this up, slide this in, and slide it till got just a little overhang here. So I'm going to cut that off. So you slide your strip of paper that we put on the back until it is flush with the pocket. Then these are going to be even, or, you know, as close to perfectly even as you can get them. And they'll be nice and straight as well. So that is my little tip on how to get these even. They might not be even from sheet to sheet, but they are even, you know, on from one tab to the other. At least I hope so. All right, so next I'll be, because I've got all of the papers down now, so next we'll be doing the covers, the inside and the outside of the flaps. So I know that I'm going to have some extra storage for recipe cards. And I kind of want to be able to have my 3 different tabs to have extra storage for the 3 different tabs. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. And then on the front, I want it just to be one large pocket so that I can put in anything that I come across that I want to put in here, but I'm just not in the mood right at the moment, or it's April. I don't know, but this is just for parties, when I'm going to give a party or something. So it's not necessarily only at Christmas. And then we'll, take care of the front as well. All right, guys. I just wanted to give you that quick little tip so that we could make sure that we're doing it good. Bye. Oops.